The following is a 2 out of 3 falls match. Making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 159 pounds, the Jester.
Some would say the superstar thinks a little too much of themselves, but the tape doesn't lie. This is a serious contender for any title.
They need to loosen up, have a little fun, heck, maybe even lose a match once in a while.
That is horrible advice.
The one, the only, Logan Paul.
And his opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 185 pounds, the ECW World Heavyweight Champion, Logan Paul.
Well, love him or hate him, his career is off to an amazing start.
You're right, Saxton. This guy nearly ended the 800-plus day Universal title reign of Roman Reigns in just his 3rd match.
Set your DVR. Logan Paul is about to create another viral moment.
Yeah, but will it be at Logan Paul's expense or his opponent's expense?
Logan's opponent should be grateful for the exposure of just being able to stand next to Logan Paul.
Well, stop fanboying, Corey.
And you know the saying, beat you any day and twice on Sunday? That's more or less what a 2 out of 3 falls match is.
Well, the logic's sound to me. Anyone can get 1 win. You get 2 in 1 match, that's where real talent comes in.
Bang!
Oh. Uppercut connects. Catches an uppercut.
Him with the counter. And he's pulled the ring apron up, looking under there for something. Gets inside the ring. Forced out of the ring. Oh, back elbow.
Jeez.
Punch connects.
As we all know, Hell in a Cell matches tend to deteriorate once the competitors leave the confines of the ring. And he goes into the ring.
Ooh, grating across the face. Oh, this is just too far. Get some control in there.
And come on, was that really called for? Just like that, Paul finds a counter. This demonic structure seems to bring out the darkest, most treacherous sides of anyone who enters. With that in mind, Corey, how do you begin to approach an opponent inside the cell? Looking for the victory!
I can't believe it. He just won't go away. DDT delivered.
He's ejected from the ring.
Quick return to the ring.
Oh, what forward.
Wrapping the arm over that top rope, punishing their opponent.
Sent crashing to the floor. Out of the ring and even closer to the chain link enclosure. Oh!
Ooh, got caught with a punch to the face.
Okay, he's re-entering the ring.
Tossed into the corner.
Taken down with the flatliner. Cover! 2. Almost ended it there.
Good Lord, scarily close to 3. What impact! Right in the kisser.
Logan Paul able to avoid.
Logan Paul has something for him. Nice breaker.
Wow, stolen from his opponent's artillery.
And he is incredulous after the kick out. Almost lost to his own move.
And that didn't prove to be the proverbial one lucky shot from Logan, but we know he won't stop until he lands it.
He manages to escape it. Oh my God, steel chair. Any one of these attacks could cause irreparable damage, but I don't think you can come back from this many.
Yes, press.
Suplex, here it comes.
Nicely done.
Good night. Now on the outside, right by those cell walls. Oh, what an uppercut.
So impactful.
He's getting...
Uh-oh, we know what's next.
And he's destroyed the world.
Through and through it like it was nothing.
The cell has failed to contain these men.
There's simply no holding them back. And here we go. Business picking up as he starts to climb the cell.
Oh no, what is he thinking?
Ascending this brutal structure.
Okay, already, we get it. Stop looking for adulation to the crowd and get back into the fight. He's all the way up there now.
No. Hell of a mountain, gentlemen, and these poor souls are duking it off the summit.
We're reaching a point where these superstars must be hurt, must be vulnerable.
And who's going to find a way to capitalize on that vulnerability?
Where these superstars get the idea to do this?
I don't know, but this is something they dreamt up. I wouldn't want to know what their nightmares look like. Dodges. Beautiful chop block. Gripping the oh my God, off the top of the cell.
Oh my God, he took a massive plunge.
Ooh.
Able to interrupt the attack.
All right, then. Guess this madman's climbing up the cell.
Can't have anything good in store with that strategy.
Safety clearly isn't a concern for him right now.
How can it be in this type of match? He's reached the top. Now what?
I shudder to think.
Do it.
Right between the eyes.
My gosh, this is making the hair on my neck stand up.
A nervous energy has come across this arena as war is waged on top of the cell.
Here's your favorite, Corey.
Brilliant. In terms of worst ideas of all time, fighting on top of the cell is right up there on the list.
You can just feel the imminent disaster in the air. And listen to this place. Great wherewithal on the counter.
And one more reversal. Talk about evenly matched here.
Why in the world are they doing this? They escape the dangers of the cell just to fight up to the top where every step could be your last.
Forearm smash.
into this place. It's unreal.
The decibel level in here right now is breaking glass. These fans are on fire. Really just laying it in.
This entire arena is on the edge of their seats watching these two clash on top of the cell.
Grabbing the arms and just rapid stops.
Just stomping every single part of his body.
Paul gets out of the way.
Every fall on top of the cell is like putting your flesh through a meat grinder.
Every ounce of the body is a target.
Look at this. Inverted. Big slam.
The incredible self-confidence of Logan Paul on full display.
Oh, my Lord.
And a right hand to the jaw. My goodness.
Guys, we know just how dangerous Hell in a Cell.
Logan Paul delivers a skull-crushing finale. Logan Paul might just have it.
Oh, a stop.
Drops the elbow.
Hopefully the chain link can stand up to this mayhem.
This isn't what it was made for. No one is supposed to be up there.
Oh, check this out. What a DDT. Good night.
Letting his opponent know he can take on the world right now.
Got him hooked.
And planted them with a well-executed DDT.
25 feet above the ring. This has catastrophe written all over it.
This is too...
Here we go again.
Knee right to the face. That knee is a lethal weapon. That puts him in total control.
Now a leg breaker.
There are heights, and then there are heights. Being at the top of Hell in a Cell, tensions high and tempers even higher, as we're seeing.
No chance of cooler heads prevailing here. The suspense this crowd is feeling is palpable.
They are waiting with bated breath for what's to come next. Dropping the knee for more punishment.
Everyone in this building is just waiting on bated breath.
We've all seen life-altering moments come from the top of that cell.
Death Valley driver.
He's channeling the crowd's energy.
Saving us from having to sit through that.
Oh, big slam.
Roll up the engine on the ambulance. I got a very bad feeling about where these competitors are going to end up soon. He's looking for yet another exclamation mark. Oh, heinous knee to the face.
How much more can they endure?
Look at the squeeze. It's on like a vice grip.
Oh, that just looks nasty.
Oh, strong impact. Things getting very real for Logan Paul as he starts to bleed.
Reversal. Can they go to the attack? Look at this. Inverted. Olympic slam.
There are heights, and then there are heights. Being at the top of Hell in a Cell, tensions high and tempers even higher, as we're seeing.
No chance of cooler heads prevailing here.
Logan Paul, will that do it for Logan Paul? Will that do it?
Hip drop.
I'm a witness to that. Do you hear the WWE Universe?
They are ravenous for these gladiators who are putting life and limb on the line right now. Denied via a wicked punch to the stomach. What a DDT. Good night.
You could hear the chain link fence buckling with every impact.
Vicious knee drop.
Gripping the jaw. My goodness. That's insulting. Somebody do something about this.
What's anybody going to do, Saxton? You go up there and try to reason with him.
Here comes another one.
Oh, God. Knee meets face. I don't care who you are. You can't survive any more of those. Hey, you know what they say.
Oh, my God, no.
Oh, my God. I'm in shock.
Whatever else happens, he just cemented his place in WWE history.
Ooh, man.
Oh, no, what's this all about?
He's making the climb. Well, this looks like one of those last gasp efforts, if you ask me.
That's what you got to do to win this thing. At the top of the cell now.
Why?
This is a career-defining moment for him.
I don't recommend this at all, Michael, especially at this point in the match.
I would never recommend it, period.
The good news is neither one asked either of you.
He's made it up there, guys.
Now what? Please don't come back down.
This whole arena is standing, watching these maniacs battle it out 25 feet above the ground. Oh, my God, that's got to hurt.
He's in for it now.
German suplex. They are feeding off the WWE fans, now pinning the arm down and stop right to the hand.
Someone get the EMTs ready. I just know this isn't going to end well.
Precariously battling 25 feet up in the air.
That is attacking with malicious intent.
Mistake made by Logan Paul. Sharp knee. We knew what we were in for with this matchup, but we didn't think the hell was going to be let loose.
He's going back to the well. Oh, merciless knee to the face. Will that prove to be enough this time?
Hammered away. We knew this was going to be a vicious match, but these superstars are taking it above anyone's expectations.
Proving hell doesn't need to stay in the confines of the cell. Hell can go anywhere.
Whoa, not quite yet.
Textbook fireman's carry takeover.
We've already seen part of the cell break apart. No telling what more can break apart is now these athletes are taking their chances in a very perilous position at the top of Hell in a Cell. Forearm just raking across the face. Where do these superstars get the idea to do this?
I don't know, but if this is something they dreamt up, I would want to know what their nightmares look like.
Reversals, reversals, and more reversals. Textbook fireman's carry takeover. Elbow smash, nothing fancy.
This is beyond dangerous. This is more than reckless. No one should be up there, let alone performing these maneuvers.
Logan Paul.
And that was a precisely measured attack.
Paul's just about to finish this.
Standing moonsault gets all of it. How can they even compete up there? How are they not frozen with fear?
When you hold this much contempt for your opponent, you'll do anything you have to drag him to hell.
Logan Paul, I can't believe he's going to attempt this. There's one. Paul spins the hips. Paying homage, of course, to Eddie Guerrero. Delivers a second. And now Logan Paul looking for, and he hit the Three Amigos. Oh, foot just stomping down. Guys, we know just how dangerous Hell in a Cell can be, and we're seeing it up close right now.
Oh, nothing good ever comes from fighting on top.
Oh my God, off the top of the cell.
Are you kidding me?
That's a human being.
Oh, my God.
He was thrown off the top of the cell.
Forearm to the jaw. And now he's making his way up the side of the cell.
This is rather reckless of him, wouldn't you say?
This whole match is reckless.
But necessary.
He made it. He made it to the top.
I can't even imagine what he has in store now. Oh, he's made the chase up the cell, guys. choice.
What's he trying to prove here?
That he's the best? He has summited the cell.
But will the reward be worth the risk?
There it is, the punchline.
He's got the answer for that one.
Hell of a mountain, gentlemen, and these poor souls are duking it out at the summit.
Nicely done.
Logan Paul's eyes tracking the opposition. Logan Paul,
He goes!
I don't know why he would do that.
A reminder, we have EMT standing by to assess his situation.
Once he executed that, it was good night. You have to wonder, how much more can he take?
And that didn't prove to be the proverbial one lucky shot from Logan, but we know he won't stop until he lands it.
Able to avoid there.
Yes, press! And now in the most dangerous area inside the cell.
and here comes Old Faithful. The steel chair is in hand.
Climbs back inside. He's been placed in the corner now.
What we're seeing here, guys, is just a constant beatdown. Mauling their opponent. Now that is an exclamation point.
Cover! And now he comes up with a score late in the match.
Both arms captured, and vitriolic stomps. The stomp in every single part of his body.
And we see him take yet another shot to the body.
By a forearm smash. And just like that, he sent crashing to the floor. And now in the most dangerous area inside the cell.
That'll knock you silly.
Jarring uppercut.
Boom.
With an uppercut.
He's heading back to the ring.
Caught in the chin. Looking for something, anything under the ring.
He's got his hands on a bat. One home run swing could end this match.
Ooh, the reversal by Logan Paul.
Just a barrage of strikes.
Oh, what a hook.
A barrage of strikes. Endless. Shots to the body. Heavy hands. Every ounce of the body is a target.
Looking for a pinning combination here.
Backslide driver. Big boot.
Incredible.
And Logan Paul's abilities are on full display.
Paul's doing a great job remaining engaged with the opposition.
Able to reverse that one.
Sent into the corner.
What we're seeing here, guys, is just a constant beatdown.
Is this ever going to end?
I hope not. Glad I put my money on that guy tonight.
The cover. Yes, able to survive and pull through.
Here is your winner, the Jester.
The winner is celebrating but I think they're hiding an injury, guys.
That's just the risk every superstar takes when they step between the ropes. You just always hope it doesn't happen to you.
Certainly some rain incoming on their victory parade.